would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll give it to the back. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first, and it's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're already down a touch. Early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw again. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The Huskies are on the move. QB draw. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration. Sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll try it over the left side. There he goes. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
And first down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Rides to the back. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Inside the 45. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brings into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing. The swarm of tacklers, he stopped immediately.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by a field goal over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The snap sets up the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Keeps it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Hard-hitting tackle.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Creates a little room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Huskies want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death taxes and sacks for that guy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now rolling to the left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw, and they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
With the catch, it's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a cut. Now he's loose. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to add another.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offense. Just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Under fire. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Harris. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He wants to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Charges ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pitts. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Hard running there. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. Lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And they'll take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to